Despite many a turn and many a twist, the Reds triumph over Nottingham Forest, and albeit after 30 years having passed, the old opposition still have that touch of class. But the Reds avoid a banana skin and come away from the smoke with a well-deserved win. The good, the bad and the ugly of Liverpool FC for Gameweeks 31 and 32. Roll the intro, Ben. So hello one and all, and welcome back to the LFC Files podcast for the good, the bad and the ugly of Liverpool FC for Gameweeks 31 and 32. So firstly, as usual, thanks everyone for the continued support, for the likes, the views of course, and for just basically supporting and pushing us up the rank. As I can see, the views last week went into thousands. So really, thanks very much for that. It's been a huge help. Remember, follow on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter, and of course, good old-fashioned www.thelfcfile. So, to get things going, let's start off with the good. So this has got to be the 3-2 hard-earned victory over Nottingham Forest last weekend. You could call it revenge, but I would say it was more about saving face. Liverpool lost, of course, 1-0 in the reverse victory, in the reverse fixture, let's say, early on in the season. And ironically, the goal in the 1-0 was scored by former Liverpool Academy graduate Tyro Owanri. In this fixture, Liverpool took the lead twice through Diogo Jota. The second goal, I believe, was an absolute stormer. Took it on his chest, knee, and then volleyed into the bottom corner. Absolutely top drawer stuff. Can't ask for more as a Liverpool fan, of course, apart from 3 points. But true to form with Liverpool, as soon as they got their noses in front, then of course Nottingham Forest pegged them back. And this happened twice from throw-ins. So yeah, schoolboy stuff from Liverpool. Just glad to see they got the result, really. As you can see here, the Daily Mirror leads with awful Liverpool defence gets lucky escape against Nottingham Forest. And then they give 5 talking points, which, yeah, you could probably double that, to be honest. I think there were quite a few talking points from that game. But, of course, a win is a win and always welcome. This game was a timely reminder that Liverpool's defensive frailties are still there. They're not out of the woods yet. So it was nice that they actually were able to secure the 3 points from no other than Mo Salah. But what surprised me was I saw that Mo Salah got the man of the match. How can that be? Diogo Jota had a blinder, scored 2 goals. Trent Alexander-Arnold played out of his skin in this midfield position. So, man of the match, I don't really get it. I'm not sure if Diogo Jota is one of these kind of prima donna type players. He didn't seem very happy when he got subbed off. But I can understand if he was disappointed. I think he played really well and he's really getting back into form now. That brings us on nicely to the not bad. Because of course those that follow the blog know that if we don't have anything bad, then it's actually not bad. So for the not bad, I think that's got to be Nottingham Forest supporters. Not bad and actually very, very good. So for those that didn't know, they held a banner up at the away end at Anfield, which was in support, put my teeth in, which is in support of the victims of the Hillsborough disaster. So, of course, the game was played on, I think it would have been the 34th anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster. And it was a very nice touch of them to remember. I'm not sure if people know, or it's not really mentioned very often, but Nottingham Forest were actually Liverpool's opponent on the day that happened. So it was a great touch from them. The Echo has the headline, Nottingham Forest fans unveil banner in away end at Liverpool in honour of Hillsborough victims. The banner actually said, respect the 97, solidarity with survivors, no to tragedy chanting. So that was actually really nice. And it's good that there's one set of fans at least who aren't getting caught up in this stupid craze of just bringing up bad events from the past for another club. So thanks very much, Nottingham Forest fans, and of course a standing ovation, absolutely 100% thoroughly deserved. Thanks very much. And that brings us on to the Smug League. Of course, we don't have anything ugly this week, apart from our defending on occasion. But anyway, let's not go there. The Smug League this week is, of course, the 2-1 win away to West Ham at the City of London Stadium. Now, let's not forget, although West Ham are occupying the lower echelons of the league, David Moyes has built a very, very capable side there. And actually, I think in the last 5 games, they've drawn 2 and won 2. And this is the first game they've lost against Liverpool in a long time. So let's not forget that. So the Mail leads with the headline, Joel Matip's header secures 2-1 victory for Liverpool at West Ham as resurgent Reds continue their push for an unlikely Champions League spot after Cody Gakpo had cancelled out Lucas Paqueta's early opener. Well, that is a headline, isn't it? But that's what it says, and I think that pretty much sums up the game. And Liverpool now find themselves in 6th position, so we are on equal points with Tottenham, 1 point behind Aston Villa, and I believe 3 points ahead of Brighton and Hove Albion, who should not be discounted because they actually have 2 games in hand, and I think they're on 49 points. So it's not over yet. There's a fair bit to play for. To use my now regular thing, Liverpool have 8 games left. Is that correct? 8 games? No, they actually have 6 games left. 6 games left, and that's 18 points to play for in my humble maths. So we can't celebrate yet, if at all. The main negative from the game, of course, was the fact that Liverpool went behind in the first half. And I've got to say, Liverpool absolutely bossed the first half, and West Ham, pretty lucky to be honest. It was against the run of play, but behind they were. I was pretty glad to see that Cody Gakpo, who is actually excelling also in this false 9 role as a replacement for Roberto Firmino, really plays well. And his equaliser was good. Nice place into the bottom corner, really good finish, and it was good that Liverpool went into the break 1-1. So that was good. The last thing you want in a game like that, having played so well, is that they're going to go into the break a goal down. So that was a really good performance from Liverpool up to that point. And for Joel Matip to get the winning goal, I think this kind of says it all really. Very happy for the guy. It's not been the best season for him, to be honest. I thought Konate would have started, but it seems he was just rested because he didn't get injured in the Forest game, but apparently he was just rested. Klopp confirmed before the game. So yeah, good goal from Matip. I think West Ham gave a good account of themselves in the second half, but Liverpool, they're becoming a bit of a tough nut to crack at exactly the business end of the season, and we can't ask any more at the moment. Well, maybe that they don't concede goals, but steady on, one step at a time. West Ham had their opportunities, and of course they thought they won it when, I think Bowen, wasn't it, he was offside, and I think it was as well. You could see that as soon as the Liverpool defenders put their hands up, as soon as the ball went through, and you thought, yeah, this is a tight one. But actually, VAR said, yes, he was offside. I'm not sure why David Moyes described it as VAR's disrespected him. It was in another newspaper I saw. Very strange way to look at it. But anyway, I can understand his disappointment. Overall, I think Liverpool deserved the 3 points. I think Trent Alexander is continuing to do a sterling job in this kind of inverted full-back position. It wouldn't surprise me if next season he continues in a midfield position. There was one report that Conor Bradley is actually on loan at Bolton Wanderers, and he could come back and potentially could take over the right-hand slot, which would mean that we can expect to see Trent play a bit further forward. So when you think Trent Alexander-Arnold, maybe Stefan Bajcetic as well, if he recovers from injury and continues his good development. Fabinho, a bit rusty this season. And of course you can't discount the 2 big names, Mason Mount and, I've written it down here, Ryan Gravenberch. Yeah, so let's see, maybe one of those come. Or the team has always surprised us in the recent years. So let's see who comes through the door. But midfield-wise, I think Liverpool are looking as if potentially they could be much stronger next season. So that just about wraps it up for me for this week. Thanks very much for joining. It's a pleasure as always, and thanks very much for the continued support. Remember, likes on Facebook, Instagram, and of course Twitter, and good old-fashioned www.thelfcfile.com. Like and subscribe also to the YouTube channel, and let's continue to take the community forward. So enjoy the weekend. Hopefully it's a nice sunny one. It's looking very nice here, I have to say. Enjoy the game on Sunday, Tottenham. It's going to be a very, very interesting match. I'm not sure if this is going to decide the Champions League place. I wouldn't imagine so, but still it's going to go some way to giving a confidence boost to whoever wins. And of course, 3 points is 3 points. So good luck to the guys for Sunday. Enjoy your weekends, folks, and I'll be back next week for the next instalment. So until then, the LFC file. Peace, folks.